She was a noblewoman, rich, powerful, and beautiful. But behind the walls of her castle, something terrifying was happening. Servant girls were disappearing. Screams echoed from locked chambers. And, well, rumors began to spread. That Countess Elizabeth Báthory was bathing in blood to stay young. It may sound like legend, but the truth is even darker. This is the story of the Blood Countess, the most prolific female killer in recorded history. Elizabeth Báthory was born in 1560 to one of the most powerful families in Hungary. She was well-educated, fluent in several languages, and engaged to a nobleman by the age of 10. At 15 she married Count Ferenc Nadasdy and moved into Kaktis Castle, where she ruled over vast lands, and many servants. Even then people noticed something strange. She was cold, cruel, and fascinated by pain. Her husband, a military commander, was often away at war. When he returned, he reportedly taught her new ways to torture. And when he died in 1604, Elizabeth had full control. That's when the nightmare began. Villagers near the castle started to notice something strange. Young girls, peasant girls, who went to work at the castle, never came back. At first it was blamed on illness or accidents, but whispers grew, whispers of beatings, mutilations, and blood. Some said she cut her victims with scissors, others claimed she sewed their mouths shut, or left them naked in the snow. The most chilling rumor, that she bathed in their blood to stay young. Whether that part was true or not, one thing was clear: girls were vanishing behind those walls. By 1610, the rumors had reached the King of Hungary. He sent investigators to the castle. What they found shocked them. Dead and dying girls, wounded servants, rooms of torture, and, blood everywhere. Dozens of witnesses came forward. Former servants described girls chained to walls, burned, or beaten to death. One even claimed Elizabeth kept a list, a little black book with the names of her victims. That book was never found. But the number? 650. If true, Elizabeth Báthory would be the most prolific female killer in history. The case shocked Europe. But Elizabeth was a noble, and nobles weren't tried like commoners. Instead, her servants were put on trial. Some were executed, others tortured for confessions. But Elizabeth herself, she was never convicted, never even formally tried. Instead, in 1611 she was sentenced to house arrest, bricked inside a single room of her own castle. Just a slit in the wall for food and air. She lived there for 4 years, and then she died. Over time, people began to ask, was she truly a killer, or the victim of a conspiracy? Some say powerful men wanted her land and wealth, and used fear to bring her down. Others point to the bodies, the witnesses, the horror that no one could deny. Was she a monster, or a woman destroyed by paranoia and politics? The truth may never be known. But one thing is certain: Elizabeth Báthory, the Blood Countess, still haunts the dark corners of history. A noblewoman turned killer, or a victim of power, fear, and myth? Whatever the truth, her legacy is soaked in blood. And it reminds us that in history, power often hides horror. Thanks for watching. If you want more dark stories from the past, like and subscribe. There's more history they never taught you, and honestly, some of it is terrifying.